Welcome to Module 2. Module 2 focuses on the charter. The charter is the starting document of the process. You may have exchanged 10, 20 texts, emails, coffee conversations with the client before anyone has ever put pen to paper to say, hey, we're doing this. We're partnering together to move through this process to get a result, a change from A to B. We are ready to commit the transformation. The instrument that operationalizes that intention to transform is found in your project charter. I have some examples of project charters for you. However, whatever charter that template you eventually adopt, do not be naive that it must contain a process that starts with client predicament, that goes through the system that the client is embedded in, and delivers a after result, before and after. It's the simplest way to talk about transformation. No one wants to engage a long, complicated process, possibly invest a lot of cash and time, energy, to have more of the same status quo. We are interested in progress, acceleration, execution, transformation. So, how do you get there? In this module, we will talk about the project charter as a initiating document. We will talk through fair service agreements. These are contracts or covenants or another kind of document you might use to know that the outcomes that we're seeking to achieve are clear, who does what's the scope and scale of this. Do you have permission to do everything, or are there some things off limits to you? So those sorts of authorizations would be sorted through out front in a fair service agreement. Lastly, in this stage of shaping the charter, we will want to think through what is the pathway we're going to use to get our answers. And I think it's fair that you should be able to give your client some sense of the approach that you would take to get to the answers. Think of every police and law and order type show. It begins with a predicament that's occurred, usually a crime, an investigative process that takes place, a project to connect things, criminal to act and motive, and then a delivery process that looks a lot like a court case in front of a jury where adjudicators can nod their heads or shake their heads and say guilty, not guilty, or not enough information. Toss it out. Well, that sort of process is a intervention design. Crime occurred, let's get on top of the crime, and let's make a message for the world that says we don't want this sort of thing happening a lot anymore. An intervention design. So in Module 2, we will get into those three dimensions of the process. Looking forward to seeing you in class.